In a bustling town, there lived a renowned scholar named Arjun, known for his wisdom and serene demeanor. Despite his many responsibilities, Arjun was never seen in a rush. Instead, he moved through his day with calm purpose, completing his tasks efficiently and effectively.
In the same town, there lived a wealthy merchant named Raj, who was always in a hurry. Raj's days were filled with meetings, transactions, and constant running around. Despite his efforts, Raj often found himself overwhelmed, missing deadlines, and feeling perpetually stressed. One day, Raj, exasperated by his chaotic life, decided to seek Arjun's counsel. He visited Arjun's modest home and found the scholar in his garden, peacefully tending to his plants. "Arjun, how do you manage your time so well?" Raj asked, frustration evident in his voice. "I am always busy, yet I never seem to get anything done." Arjun smiled and invited Raj to sit with him. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "Many years ago, there was a young prince who wanted to learn the secret of time management. He sought out the wisest sage in the land, who lived atop a high mountain. After a long and arduous journey, the prince finally reached the sage and posed his question. The sage handed the prince a large empty jar and a pile of big rocks. "Put these rocks into the jar," the sage instructed. The prince did so, and the rocks filled the jar to the top. "Is the jar full?" the sage asked. The prince nodded. The sage then produced a bag of pebbles and poured them into the jar. The pebbles fit into the spaces between the big rocks. "Now, is the jar full?" the sage asked again. The prince nodded more hesitantly. Next, the sage took a bag of sand and poured it into the jar. The sand filled the remaining spaces. "Is the jar full now?" the sage asked. The prince, unsure, nodded once more. Finally, the sage poured water into the jar, filling it to the brim. "Now," the sage said, "this jar represents your life. The big rocks are the most important things, your priorities, goals, and commitments. The pebbles are the secondary tasks, and the sand represents the minor tasks and distractions. If you fill the jar with sand first, there will be no room for the big rocks or even the pebbles. But if you put the big rocks in first, everything else will fit around them. Manage your time by prioritizing the important tasks first, and the rest will follow." Arjun looked at Raj, who was deep in thought. "You see, Raj, time management is not about being busy, it's about being effective. Identify your big rocks, the most important tasks and goals, and focus on them first. The rest will find its place around them." Raj thanked Arjun and left with a newfound understanding. He began to prioritize his most important tasks each day, scheduling his time around them. Gradually, he found that he was less stressed, more productive, and had more time to enjoy life. The wisdom of time management transformed Raj's life, and he became known in the town not only as a successful merchant, but also as a wise and balanced man, all thanks to the simple yet profound lesson from the wise scholar, Arjun.